quite the introduction I was looking for, but I'm not actually going to talk about any brothels or cheese graters. So my name is Ben. I'm a student at the University of Manchester, but I actually grew up in Yorkshire. Is anyone here from Yorkshire? Yeah. Yes! So I also went to the University of York, where I studied astrophysics. I grew up being a bit of a sci-fi nerd. I love all the space programs, and I thought, great, I can study astrophysics. And then I heard the University of York, they research plasma thrusters. Now, how cool do plasma thrusters sound? Now, I don't know if anyone else has ever heard of plasma thrusters, but they're usually depicted catapulting spacecraft throughout the vast tracts of the universe. So I thought, I want to do that. It turns out that plasma thrusters, or to study plasma thrusters, effectively you sit in front of a computer and do maths. So I sort of ran away from that. I thought, this isn't for me, I'm going to change tact. And naturally, I fell into volcanoes. However, it turns out that fate has got rather a fickle finger, as volcanoes as well involves a lot of sitting in front of a computer and doing maths. But it's not all doom and gloom. One of the best bits of volcanology is that I get to go on field work now. So next week I'm jetting off to Italy to go to Stromboli, and in a month's time I'm going to Montserrat in the Caribbean. So I'm looking forward to getting a bit of sun. But it is not all sunshine and roses, although there will be quite a lot of sun. Not to make you jealous or anything. It's been lovely weather here as well, just. Yeah, it's not all sunshine and roses. There are problems with this, and that is to do with the fact that volcanoes are very good at killing you. To give you a bit of a taste of this, there's an index for measuring how large an eruption is, called the Volcanic Explosivity Index. Halfway up this is catastrophic. I don't like. How do you get above catastrophic? Mega catastrophic? So yeah, I'm trying to study volcanoes, and one of the best ways that they can kill me, or anyone on a volcano, is something called a pyroclastic flow. If anyone hasn't heard of this, these are formed when you get a volcanic plume that collapses down on itself and proceeds to run down the side of a mountainside at over 450 miles per hour and at over 1,000 degrees C. Maybe I should have stuck with the astrophysics. Has anyone here heard of Pompeii? Yeah, it's classic. So Pompeii was actually... yeah, that old nutshell. Pompeii was... they thought a lot of people there were killed by pyroclastic flows coming from Vesuvius. But it turns out that Pompeii is actually quite far away from Vesuvius, and so by the time it reached there, it lost a lot of its energy. So most of the people there, you see, sort of curled up in a fetal position, covering their mouth. They actually died of, if I can say it, asphyxiation. So the volcanic gases and ash stopped them breathing. However, there's a closer town to Vesuvius called Herculaneum. Has anyone ever heard of Herculaneum? Yeah, okay, if you want. If you've ever seen pictures there, there's no bodies, like nicely covered and preserved in ash. There's only skeletons. Skeletons that have had their flesh literally, melted off their bones as these pyroclastic flows dash through the village and basically just destroy everything. Which brings me nicely onto what I've been working on this week, which is a health and safety form. So, I imagine most people here have filled out a health and safety form before. You may think, oh no, there is a wire. It does not take down. Maybe it will jump up and strangle someone. I must tape it down so it does not happen. And yada, yada, yada. Believe me, it's 10 times worse than a volcano. So my personal favourite section was where you identify what the risk is and say what you're going to do to mitigate it. For example, white hot rocks falling from the sky. Or wear a hat. Lahars, which, if you don't know, are volcanic mud flows. So if you think a mud flow is bad enough, these are boiling mud flows. Wellies? And what about these pyroclastic flows I've already said? So, I'm imagining myself there. This cloud of ash and gas coming towards me at 450 miles per hour and looking like it's about to singe me, rather. You can't go wrong with high vis, can you? So actually, I had quite a serious conversation recently with my supervisor, and he said, if we are on a volcano when it erupts, there's certain things that you should and should not do. So I was like, this sounds like good advice coming. He says, most people on the volcano, when it erupts, will scream and run away. I'm thinking, yes, I like the sound of this. Screaming and running away works. I can do that. He says, no, don't do that. He says, stand, feet shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath. Remain calm. Look up towards the eruption and dodge. And I looked at him and I said, are you speaking from personal experience? Yes. So at some point in my life, I will probably have to try and dodge rocks falling from the sky. Apparently, the best advice I've had so far is that it's a lot like trying to catch a cricket ball, except that you really don't want to catch the cricket ball. Anyway, so my research myself is I look at volcanic ash and ways we can detect it, and then stop planes from flying into it, because planes don't like volcanic ash. Volcanic ash does not do nice things to planes. It tends to have a habit of stopping its engines. So there are two cases actually of planes flying through volcanic ash and their engines completely cutting out. I'm going to tell you about one of them, my personal favourite, if you can have favourites of these things. No one died, I'd like to point that out now. No one's ever died from these, they all returned safely. So if you picture the scene, you've been in Australia, you're taking a flight, you're around about Java at this point. You've just enjoyed your lovely, delicious in-flight meal. You look out the window. You think, oh, it's a bit dark outside. Why is it dark? I'm pretty certain it's daylight. Then you maybe get a bit of turbulence, shaking around. You look up and there's some smoke in the cabin. Is that right, mate? Has someone let in? That wasn't me, I swear. And you get this sulphurous smell, there's smoke in the cabin, and then suddenly, people are coughing, people are crying out, the oxygen masks drop from the ceiling. You look up and, the fasten seatbelt light's on. It's getting serious. And then throughout all of this, like I said, people are screaming, people are crying, there's people writing notes to their loved ones saying, the plane's going down, we love you dearly. With a beacon of hope, the voice of the captain, the man in charge of the vessel that's up in the air, keeping you alive, comes out over the tannoy. And I'd like to reiterate, this is a true story, this actually did happen, and these are the actual transcripts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We've hit a minor fault. I would just like to inform you that all 4 engines have stopped.
I don't know about you. That's the last thing I want to hear. It has been called a masterpiece of understatement, but it goes on.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, all 4 engines have stopped, but I would like to reassure you that we are doing our damnedest to restart them.
Good. I'd be worried if you weren't. But it's this final sentence that really clinches it, so...
Ladies and gentlemen, though all 4 engines have stopped, we're doing our damnedest to restart them. I trust you are remaining calm.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.